So SNAP is a nationally juried photo exhibit, and I was asked to be one of the jurors and asked also to say something about some of my favorite pictures.
I was asked by the Bedford Gallery, along with Sandra Phillips of the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, to serve as a juror on this exhibition. Well, it was interesting because there were a lot of these photographers were a mystery to me. I was unfamiliar with their names of their work, and it really makes me want to see more. I'm just really impressed at the number of people doing quality work and just following coherent visions in their work.
Rebecca Martinez, it seems to me that her pictures are about families, but they're not normal snapshots. They're not obvious or sentimental or expected, but there's something a little maybe chaotic or psychological or just very new about those pictures that I enjoyed.
I think sometimes curators and critics are a little too eager to reject things that are classic. And when I look at Mina Cataldo's photographs, they're just straight black and white photographs. The one that I selected is a street photograph, and it's taken after 9/11, and it shows people checking the lists of missing persons. In one sense, it could have been taken in the 1950s by Robert Frank or Dorothea Lange or somebody like that. It's very straightforward, but like those artists, what makes it work is the way she's captured the attitudes and the postures of the people looking. So something that's very simple is quite compelling. That style of photography, I think, will never go out of style when it's done by somebody who really knows what they're doing, like she does.
Melinda Myers is also interested in families. It looks like these are portraits of kids that she has some intimate contact with. And it's something about as intimate as a snapshot, a family snapshot, but it's obviously taken with a good deal of thought, of regard for extending the idea of the family snapshot.
I was really struck by the photographs of Daniel Beltra, which are aerial photographs of oil spills. On the one hand, they could almost be National Geographic photographs, not the kind of thing you would expect to see in a fine art show. But on the other hand, they're so weird, almost surreal, and that's one thing that photography does really well, make sort of abstract shapes out of a scene from nature.
Carlos Chavarria interested me. The pictures are made from a distance. They're not intimate pictures, and they show what looks like a kind of normal life in the country, and you see this wonderful, very direct picture of a town, very modest but very beautiful picture. That was my special favorite of the three.
I really like the portraits of Jan Watton. They are very straightforward, again, very classic technique that she's able to make interesting because of her mastery of the technique and just the very, very searching gaze that she's put on them. They remind me of daguerreotypes from the 1840s and 50s. Again, something that photography, I think, can do better than anything else.
Well, I would say I find these pictures very interesting because it shows a real dedication, a real commitment to using photography in personal ways, in ways that are new, understanding conventions in our culture, but extending them in very personal ways that are artful.
I hope that someone coming to the exhibit and seeing this collection of photographs would maybe walk out with a little bit clearer idea and be impressed by the possibilities of photography as a creative medium. I mean, really, because of the diversity of these, I think it's a great opportunity to get a glimpse of the different things that people are doing with photography and what that means in terms of its potential.